Hey y'all, Kurt Sasso here from TGT at Fan Expo Canada 2010. We're here at the Blind Ferret, at least I could do, looking for group booth with none other than my favorite man of all time, Lar deSouza, from the artist of these fine series, and of course Blind Ferret. How are you doing today, Lar?
I'm surviving well. Busy con, a lot of fun, and looking forward to a good Sunday.
Well, you know, you're a man of many talents. You know, you have the presence on the internet of the webcomic community with your art style, with your Friday night drawing sessions, which are a true amazing thing to watch, especially on Ustream. You have fun with it, and the fans seem to really enjoy it. But why did you decide to do that type of format? Was it giving back to the community?
Yeah, you know, I'm not, Somer's the writer. He's the wordsmith, he's the blogger, and I can't seem to manage the blogging, although I'm happy to always talk shop. I'm happy to try and share what I do as much as I can and communicate with the fans. And, other people were doing the live streaming, the Ustreaming, the whatever, and I thought, okay, you know, I'll jump on and see if anyone shows up. And, yeah, people started showing up. It was great. I'm looking forward to getting back to it starting next week, Friday nights. And it's like having a mini convention every week. And you know, it's great just getting the feedback from the fans and sharing what I know about creating art and drawing and all that stuff. I just love it, you know. That's why we're doing it. It's so great to hear from other people how much that, you know, they get an extra smile out of the day because they read a comic.
Well, you know, with everything that you've done, you actually got to test out the Smith Micro Manga Studio software there, and you had some really amazing Ustream stuff. Give us a little bit of feedback on that software.
Oh, I really enjoyed the Smith Micro Manga Studio. I was contacted by them and asked if I would be willing to, you know, kind of play with it, if I'd be interested, and they sent me a complimentary copy, and it was really awesome. I mean, I love Photoshop, and right now I'm not incorporating it in. I've used it for the couple Gutters pages I've done, and I'm once I know it a little better, I'm probably going to switch over to it full time to do my inks and still do my coloring in Photoshop. But it has got such terrific tools for the sequential artist. It really is designed not like a simple paint program, but like a page layout program, kind of like InDesign is for Adobe. Kind of like if you use InDesign, it's like Word would be Photoshop and InDesign would be Manga Studio. It's got those great ruler tools to make panels and word balloons and all those kind of nitpicky technical things where you just want to get to the fun stuff and draw. And the way the pencil and pen handle is really natural, really sensitive.
Well, the one thing that I really found interesting when you were going through that, and actually we're going to get into Gutters as well, because that's just an amazing project by Somer there. But you know, Smith Micro's been our marquee sponsor for the last couple of years, and they've been a wonderful addition to TGT, and I'm glad that you got to really put their software through the test, and I'm glad you had fun with it. But let's talk about Gutters, because that's the newest project from Blind Ferret, which is just amazing in the sense. And from what Somer was telling us back in his interview on episode 100, that you're like the go-to man that can describe what Somer can describe to these artists.
I'm his go-to man. Wow. Gutters is, if you love comics, you're already there. You know, you read these wonderful tales of suspension of disbelief. You know, a man can fly and can cling to walls, and a woman can be an Amazon 2,000 years old. But at the same time, the ridiculousness of it isn't lost on anyone. And with all the massive marketing and the personalities behind the comics, like the Dan Didio's and the Joe Quesadas and the Joss Whedons and Kevin Smiths, and, you know, are more and more known to us through the internet, there's just more and more fun. So this Gutters is, I wouldn't say editorial, but it is that kind of playful take on what's going on in the world of comics. Actually, within the pages, that's why it's Gutters, the space between the panels. And just like there are different teams in different books, or an artist can change, it's given us a great chance to network with so many artists, both mainstream and cartoonists and online and offline, and say, can you do a page? And everyone who's into comics is just like, this is cool. I may never draw a Spider-Man book. I mean, I did the first Captain America one. I'm never going to work for Marvel. Marvel, if you're listening, I'm still available. But, I don't have that kind of style. But I love superheroes. I cut my teeth drawing superheroes. How to Draw the Marvel Way. I got the hardcover edition, like first edition in '74. We all love it. We all learn to draw on it, and we all get it. And so to play with some of those more ridiculous, it's like, if somebody said this, the movie would be 10 minutes long. Kind of poking, taking the air out of some of them. I'm not explaining very well. I'm not the wordsmith, that's what I said. But it's that joy of playing with it, and then playing with different artists, giving them a chance to play in that sandbox, to have fun with the characters that they grew up with as well, that we're all reading right now, collecting books right now still. And so far so good. We're just all having fun. Currently, Somer's doing the bulk of the writing, but we have had a couple guest strips already by other writers, and those duties will spread out again because other people are reading and also having funny ideas and want to play, and we're talking to some of them as well.
Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time here, Lar. You've been a real inspiration to all of the artists in the webcomic community and the comic industry as well. You have that presence about you. But one final question before I let you go. This is going to close down. You're going to drive back up the 4 or whatever and head back home to your wonderful family and beautiful cats and a wonderful variety of hats as well. But what are you personally going to take away from your experiences here today?
What am I taking away from Fan Expo? Wow. I'm taking away the memories of the people. I'm taking away the people who come up and ask for a signature and, like you, tell me nice things about my art. I mean, I love doing this. I have to do this, and that other people can read it and enjoy it so much is amazing as well. I've had the opportunity to talk to some students from Max the Mutt who are looking for portfolio reviews. I love talking to other artists, even new artists. If anything I can say can be useful. I mean, there are no secrets. The only secret is you got to practice. But also, hearing their stories, and sometimes, like somebody brought us these amazing cookies yesterday, the people who bring Soma Red Bull, the people who say, can you get a picture? It's just like, this is it. I work in a vacuum 10 months of the year, except I have that little window in Ustream, and I have these windows at cons to actually get out and say, thank you for reading my comic. I'm so glad you enjoy it. Those are what I'm taking back with me.
Well, thanks again, Lar. It's been a real pleasure, and I want to just have a great rest of your time.
My pleasure, Kurt.